Congregation Bible Study for the week of December 15th to 21st, 2025. Introduction to Section 8 and Lesson 44 to 45. Questions and answers. First, let us consider Introduction to Section 8. Jehovah blessed Solomon with great wisdom and gave him the privilege of building the temple, but he gradually left Jehovah. If you are a parent, explain to your child how false worshippers turned Solomon away from God. The kingdom was divided, and bad kings led the nation into apostasy and idol worship. During this time, many loyal prophets of Jehovah were persecuted and killed. Queen Jezebel dragged the northern kingdom even deeper into apostasy. It was a dark time in the history of Israel. But there were still many faithful servants of Jehovah among the Israelites, including King Jehoshaphat and the prophet Elijah. Key lessons. Serve Jehovah faithfully, even if your family and friends do not. If you leave Jehovah, everything will go wrong, but if you stick with him, he will bless you. Often when you feel that there is no way out, Jehovah will show his power in ways that you cannot imagine. Lesson 44. Question 1. Why did Jehovah give Solomon special wisdom? Answer. Jehovah gave Solomon special wisdom because Solomon asked for the right thing. Instead of asking for riches or power, he humbly asked Jehovah for wisdom to care for his people. Jehovah was pleased with that humble request, and he blessed Solomon by making him the wisest man on earth. It shows that Jehovah loves when someone puts spiritual things first and wants to serve others. Question 2. How did Jehovah show that he approved of the temple? Answer. Jehovah showed his approval in a very powerful way. Right after Solomon finished his prayer, fire came down from the sky and burned up the offerings on the altar. That miracle showed everyone that Jehovah accepted their worship and was pleased with the temple they had built for him. The people rejoiced because they could see clearly that Jehovah was with them. Question 3. What does this account teach us about Jehovah? Answer. This account teaches that Jehovah loves humility and unselfish motives. When Solomon asked for wisdom, not for riches or fame, Jehovah was pleased and answered generously. It also shows that Jehovah notices the effort his people put into worship. When the temple was finished and Solomon prayed sincerely, Jehovah responded right away with fire from heaven. That reminds us that Jehovah is very near to his worshippers and that he gladly blesses those who put his worship first. Question 4. What practical lessons can we learn from this account? Answer. One lesson is the importance of humility when making decisions. Solomon admitted he needed help, and Jehovah blessed him. That teaches us to pray before making decisions and rely on Jehovah instead of our own thinking. Another lesson is that giving our best to Jehovah matters. Solomon used the finest materials for the temple, showing that Jehovah deserves our very best. We also learn that Jehovah listens closely when we pray sincerely, just as he listened to Solomon at the temple dedication. Question 5. How can you apply this material in your family, congregation, and field ministry? Answer. In the family, this account can encourage everyone to pray for wisdom when handling responsibilities, just like Solomon did. Parents and children can talk openly to Jehovah about the help they need. In the congregation, we can show the same spirit Solomon showed by giving our best, whether we're cleaning the hall, preparing comments, or supporting congregation projects. In the field ministry, Solomon's example can help us rely on Jehovah for wisdom when speaking with people. Just as Jehovah helped Solomon answer difficult questions, Jehovah can help us explain Bible truths in a simple and effective way. It also reminds us to keep our motives clean and always put Jehovah's worship first. Lesson 45. Question 1. Why was Israel divided? Answer. Israel was divided because Solomon stopped being loyal to Jehovah. When he married many foreign wives and began worshiping their idols, Jehovah was displeased. Jehovah had warned Solomon, but Solomon did not change. So Jehovah said that the kingdom would be torn apart. After Solomon died, Rehoboam treated the people harshly, which caused 10 tribes to rebel and follow Jeroboam. That is how the nation was divided into 2 kingdoms, Israel and Judah. Question 2. What bad things did King Rehoboam and King Jeroboam do? Answer. Rehoboam acted foolishly and harshly. Instead of listening to the wise advice of the older men, He followed the unkind suggestions of his young friends and made life harder for the people. His cruelty helped to divide the nation. Jeroboam also did bad things. He was afraid the people would go to Jerusalem to worship, so he made 2 golden calves and told the people to worship them instead. He led the nation into idol worship again, turning their hearts away from Jehovah. Question 3. What does this account teach us about Jehovah? Answer. This account teaches that Jehovah is patient, but he always keeps his word. Jehovah had warned Solomon many times, yet Solomon chose to follow false gods. Even though Jehovah loved Solomon, he still carried out his judgment. It also shows that Jehovah can see beyond appearances. He knew the hearts of Rehoboam and Jeroboam, and he knew their motives. And even when the nation was divided, Jehovah still cared for those who wanted to stay loyal. This reminds us that Jehovah values obedience and loyalty more than anything else. Question 4. What practical lessons can we learn from this account? Answer. A practical lesson is the importance of choosing good advice. Rehoboam listened to the wrong people and caused great trouble. This encourages us to choose friends and advisors who fear Jehovah. Another lesson is that fear can lead to bad decisions. Jeroboam was afraid of losing power, and that fear pushed him into idolatry. It also teaches that small compromises can lead to big problems, just as Solomon's marriages slowly pulled his heart away from Jehovah. So staying loyal in little things helps us remain faithful in bigger matters too. Question 5. How can you apply this material in your family, congregation, and field ministry? Answer. In the family, this material can help parents choose spiritual routines and friendships that draw everyone closer to Jehovah, not away from him. In the congregation, it can encourage us to listen to mature brothers and sisters who give loving, scriptural advice, instead of relying only on personal thinking. And in the field ministry, it reminds us to help people see the danger of trusting in human leaders instead of Jehovah. We can show them that real peace comes only when we listen to God's direction. This account helps remind everyone to stay loyal and keep Jehovah first in every decision. Thank you.
Do you know that I can help you to prepare your assignments well in advance? Join my YouTube membership today and enjoy early help with your assignments, extra tips and exclusive videos, early access to new videos, access to my email address. Click the link in my comments section to join. Please share this video with our brothers and sisters. Thank you.